contraband quest because I didn't pick the right case. Well, I figured to waste some time and run around the city. And how best to do that? Well, in the city, there are dozens of apartment buildings, but in reality, there's not as many enterable ones as you think there are. Sure, there are a lot of entrances, but the ones that you can actually go into, there's only maybe one or two per building. So right away, this narrows it down considerably from what you think it actually is. Now I made my way around in a giant circle, covering the top left corner, all the way around to Gaidar's apartment here, and then worked my way back up. I actually learned a good bit about it. I got a few secrets out of it. I didn't even know there were poems in this game, but I discovered a new category in the secrets in the diary because there are apparently poems, and there's not just one, but there are 14 of them, which is crazy. I had no idea. There was a writer on the team too, I guess. But besides that, I would say I ran into a crate or a box or some searchable item maybe every 2 or 3 apartments, not every one for sure, and definitely not every 2. So I would say maybe 2.5, 3 apartments, I would run into something. However, there were some apartments where I would actually find multiple searchable items in one apartment. Not on the same floor, but I think it's just RNG. And I was able to find multiple things in one place, which was nice to have. However, it was fairly uncommon, so I wouldn't expect that. I almost ended up hitting the inventory item limit, which is 120 items, and I sold a good bit of it, but I kept some of it. And about half of it was medicine, so I made about 10 grand from it. For doing nothing but running around shooting rats, getting rid of old ammo, that's a decent trade. I more than got enough to buy more ammo. Okay, it's a decent haul, just time consuming. And if you have nothing better to do with your time, well, maybe you should do that because I was able to find a lot of things. I actually found a basic instruments or whatever they are, but it's for the workbench, and I was able to find them by going through the apartment. So it's not a total wash. You're not just always going to find garbage or nothing at all. And if you're not doing anything, hop into a few apartments, see what's there. Maybe it's worth it. And what do you have to lose? 5 minutes of your time and shooting a couple rats? Okay, like come on, that's nothing huge. You don't even have to shoot them. You can press V and use your knife to hit them to death. Okay, they're rats. They're annoying. You don't even have to kill them. You can run past them, even though when you start searching something, they'll catch up to you. So it's probably better to just kill them outright. In regards to the medical items, I sold just about all of it, the bottles, the vials, okay, the jars, but I did keep the pills because they don't weigh a lot, and hey, might as well, right? Because a good bit of the things you want to try to sell, they're not going to really be worth selling. I was just doing it to clear out my inventory because, like I said, I'm not really a fan of the storage NPCs, so I don't really use them that often. I just try to keep a cleaner inventory, use said items. However, I don't have these recipes yet, so they would be dead weight. And honestly, it was quicker than I thought it would be. It was maybe 30, 45 minutes because it doesn't take you that long to search through an apartment. And if I had to guess, I would say there are maybe more than a dozen, but less than 20. So I would say 16, 18 actual apartments you can go into. Some of them were blocked off. One had cockroaches. And of course, there are the apartments with the characters in them. For example, the technician in the one. So we can't really count that one. I mean, we can count it as an enterable apartment, but we can't because there are no actual items to get from it except from trading with the technician. You know what I mean? So it's not like an empty one that you can go through yourself. Anyway, I got more out of it than I thought, and that's really the core lesson for today. Sometimes you might get more out of it than you think you will. Wow, that is crazy. I can't believe I actually found 4 boxes in one apartment. I've never been that lucky before. I found maybe 2 same time. Wow. I can't believe that.